I just want to welcome everyone to our Christian meditation online retreat. Thank you to every single person who registered and signed up, those who are watching the replays. I just want to welcome you into this space and into what I believe God is doing in this season. Um, I want to go over the schedule with you. I want to be able to answer any questions that you all have about what we are doing this weekend. But first, I'll just give kind of a formal introduction to, so to speak, even though most of you all know me. Um, but you'll have an opportunity to get to know me even more as we go along. I actually this morning I just recorded my testimony, and I put that as a video that I'll be sharing with you. I'll talk more about that, but just to just kind of give you a little bit of what brings me to this space. So, actually, I was just on a prayer call with John here, and we pray together daily and with some other group of people. And today, part of what we talked about was identity. And we just spent a little bit of time listening and having God speak our identity into us. And today, God, said to me, "You're a mother in the Lord, Felicity." And I was like, wow, that's just so beautiful. It really touched my heart. And I had received a prophetic word not too far from here. I'm kind of in central Illinois in Springfield right now, but a little further south, about 4 more hours south in Illinois in Carbondale. I had received a prophetic word that I would be like a um, Corey Ten Boom, and Heidi Baker. And so I never I was like really kind of blown away by that. I have such great respect for those women, but God brought it back to me today. He said they are mothers. They are mothers in the Lord. And even Heidi Baker, she's called Mama out there. So, I think that that's probably the most important thing about me. I really relate to that title. I have, two physical children and three bonus children from my husband Johnny. And I have one in heaven. So I wanted six. But I really wanted to have more children physically, and now, God calls me that name, and I get the opportunity to work with women in crisis pregnancies. And I have also a group that they remain doing support groups under my coaching business after they graduate the initial nonprofit program that I work with. And so I'm getting to, coach them in mothering their own children. So I just feel like I have all these grandchildren already and nieces and nephews and whatever, because I've been doing that about 2 years. So God has filled my cup and to overflowing. And even just to give me that identity to say like mother in the Lord, it's just, yeah, it's just very meaningful to me. So, and I feel that this weekend is a culmination. I was sharing that, yeah, I've gotten to put together presentations and things on things I'm very passionate about before, which I'm thankful for. But I've never been as impacted by the material in real time as I was like creating it and stuff. So I know that this is a very like sort of now word, a now thing that God is doing in regard to meditation. For now, I say Christian meditation to advertise it so that people don't misunderstand. But I really think there's a place, it breaks the Lord's heart a little bit to need that distinction because it originated with Him. and then, it broke away. And so that those types of things, though that moves the Lord's heart. So to have it be restored, right? And it's going to just be a mainstream thing that's known that if you're meditating, you're communing with God. And there's no other reason that you would do that. And so that's something that God's really happy about. And so, um, I guess in my motherhood, you could say I ended up getting um, a master's in teaching because with my two children, when they were growing up, we grew up in a really sports-oriented town. But my children are very artistic. And then I'm an actress as well. Like we're all into the performing arts. So I started like a children's performing school when they were younger. And then as I like started focusing more on my life coaching, then I got my doctorate in Christian counseling, which God continues to expand upon as I learn more about a kind of a new field. It's called covenant psychology, and it's absolutely fascinating. So I just continue to go down that road, and in just terms of learning how to really help. Sometimes coaching is a bit of reparenting. And that's just because he's perfect and I wasn't a perfect parent either. Like we all need help in that. But God uses those things to maybe just correct and put on the right foundation that he would have us to go. So anyway, so that's a little bit about me. Pretty well talked until I made myself uncomfortable. I don't do that well introducing myself, but I said I'm gonna push myself, Lord. Okay, so I did. Yay, Felicity. All right. But going into the schedule of the weekend, I just want to cover a couple of things on that. Um, and I hadn't quite pulled it up yet. For those of you that just came in, I got here to the Airbnb at about 2:42. So it's like, oh, I was kind of hoping for an hour before that. All right. So, I know I've emailed you quite a bit, but this latest email had the update that instead of taking, you know what, guys, I can share my screen. I just thought of that. Give me one moment, just so that we could be looking at the same thing here. You don't have to go to your email. It's just a little bit slower here, so bear with me as I work to share this. But lunch tomorrow, our break basically, because I'll be doing most of the talking, right? That means you can eat whenever you want. But our break, so that I can eat, will be at 1 instead of noon. I'm just going to continue to share in Central Time. Okay. Oh, all right. Can you guys see my screen? No, not yet.
It's a starting, but it hasn't started yet.
Hasn't gotten there yet. There we go.
Screen mode. There we
Yeah.
go.
Awesome. So I know there's a way to make this bigger. I don't know if I'm gonna figure this out now. Well, it's being slower. So anyway, wait, maybe that'll do it. Okay. So yeah, so that's that. Today, just doing the introductions and questions. And then we will have our first session on the history and mystery, I call it, of Christian meditation. And then we're going to, go into a little practice with that. It'll flow right from the teaching itself as well. Then we will have our first dinner break, and then I will be emailing you journal prompt one. So if you've noticed your email is sensitive, you may need to add my email. I did put that in the last email. It's Christian Meditation Retreats. Christian. Yeah, Christian Meditation Retreats at gmail.com. So if you need to, you can add that into your contacts. Every time I'm told to do that, it turns out not to be necessary. So I'm just saying if your thing is more sensitive than mine. Okay. Wow. That's good. We just get to be patient. That's fine. I don't know if your screen is black now. I think mine is trying to make it bigger. So.
Do you want me to do it? Because I have my email open for this.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Here we go. All right. So, yeah, like I said, from all further emails will be sent to you from the meditation retreats email. And then when we come back, we'll have some time of a worship and then meditation. And then we will go into our inner healing session with my good friend Nancy Kramer that actually I met at the same time I met Alicia. So that's really cool. Everyone who's signed up, it's a bit of a reunion from almost every area of my life, or actually I would say every area. So that is amazing. All right, so you'll see what's going on Saturday. Got, some recommendations for your morning routine there. I'll be sending you after the evening session the second journal prompt, so you can literally do it whenever you want at that point. Um, and then we will gather at 8 a.m. So I want to just talk to you about these stations. So, one of the reasons, actually, the reason that I'm in Springfield right now is that I did sign up to pray at our state capitol tomorrow morning it's actually at 10 a.m. So, I'm only going to be there like a full hour, 9:30 for a little setup, and then till 10 we'll be done praying at 10:30. So I've just sort of structured the breaks around then. However, I will be doing it live. So the stations are this. Also in the email with journal prompt two will be my testimony. So if you wanted, you could like watch that at 9, and then at 9:30, if you want, you can log on and see me live praying at the state capitol if you want. And then by 10:45, I'll be back here. So this time of nature inspiration, I want to talk about that as well. I will have a time. I love to do a time of response. My last retreat, I just had people create anything they wanted that would be like a little presentation of what they learned during the retreat or how God impacted them or what he spoke to them. So whether it be like you just give a little talk or whether you write a poem or so you create something, you want to share it with us, something physical. Um, uh, like last time I did this, I danced or whatever. So I don't know that I'll do a presentation this time because I have a lot more content. Like I'm showing you everything that I'm getting. But anyway, so that's going to be at 1:30 on Sunday. So this nature inspiration, it's just time to just go outside if you're able and reflect for a little, maybe do some journaling. God, like what have I already been receiving, and what could I use to represent that to show to everybody at the end of the retreat. Um, so Everything else, I think, begins to be self-explanatory. I will say, if and I understand, like my emails had a lot of content, and as I work with an assistant, which thank you, Jesus, I'm hiring in October, I'll make my emails nice with emojis and lots of breaking up of text and da da da. So what I'm saying is, if you missed anything from the emails, I fully understand. It's a lot of stuff to read. But what I wanted to say is, if you did not, in one of the emails, you may or may not have seen, I asked for your birth details, your birthday, day, month, and year, the birth time and birth location. So if you didn't send that to me and would like to, you certainly can. You can even put it in the chat here. You can private message it to me, however you want to communicate that to me. But if you don't want to do that for any reason or anything like that, then the fun shop would be more something that you would just watch. And then you could find out why I asked you that. But so that'll be 2 o'clock Saturday. And then we've got our chef coming in. If you are able to buy those ingredients to prepare that most delicious raw taco that we'll be having. And then we'll have some time together in the evening after dinner. Um, yeah, I think everything else is, you know, somewhat self-explanatory, go with the flow. And then we'll have our project presentations about 1:30 or 2-ish. So, any questions on the schedule or anything? All right, all right. So that's the opportunity we have there. Um, so I want to share with you all, let me just make sure, is there anything else? Oh, yes, there is something before I get to that. That's us introducing ourselves. So if you would, I'd love to have everyone meet each other. I kind of shared where I know everyone from a little bit, but if you could just say your name and if you want to just say maybe what state and or country you are from, because we are international today, which is fun. And then why you chose to register for the retreat, maybe what you would like to get out of it. So why don't we start with John?
I figured that was gonna happen. Uh, so I'm John Mills and I'm from Ecuador. The reason that I've chosen to come on, just to see what this is all about, actually. Yeah, I've I've had just my little things with my mom about New Age things. So just to hear from a Christian point of view how meditation is done. So yeah, so
Fantastic.
this should be interesting.
It will be interesting. Who would have thought when we met a year ago or so that you would even come to something like this? Neither of us, that's for sure. Wendy.
Hi, Wendy Noakes. I live a little bit north of Memphis, Tennessee. Um, I'm a pastor's wife, so I am uh, extremely blessed to have been involved in this. My very first D group, which D stands for discipleship, was an online group.
Oh,
And one of the ladies in my group practiced Christian yoga. And I had never heard of that before. And so it intrigued me because I'm originally from California. If you know anything about California, it's very new age, very all this. And so this intrigued me at the same level. And I also wanted to see Felicity for the first time.
you. Albessa.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Albessa?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hi.
It's a
Uh,
unique name, beautiful name.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Alpesa. I'm from Far, Texas. I live very, very close to the border, to the south border. Um, and I met Felicity in D group. Um, she's in charge of my D group, and I was interested in this because I've heard of meditation, and I've never really actually I've done it, but I don't think I've done it correctly. Um, uh, so I was just interested in curiosity.
Wonderful. Thank you. Alicia.
Hey y'all. I'm Alicia Cruz, and I know Felicity from the Chosen Camp of 2024, which was awesome.
Awesome.
I'm here because I'm also interested in Christian meditation. I'm wondering if I've been doing it or doing it correctly. So that is it, I think.
And where are you from again? I'm just curious if you and
Oh
Albessa
yeah.
are anywhere close.
I live in Garland, Texas, but I'm originally from New York.
Are you guys anywhere close? No.
No, I'm more north central Texas.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, Texas is so stinking huge. It's
it
just
is.
the possibility of you guys being close to each other is
The odds are
Felicity,
high.
you're closer to Alicia is than Elvesa is. We're closer to her right now than Elvesa is. Seriously.
We're in the same time zone,
I believe you.
right?
Fortunately, I was about to call on you anyway, Mr. Tim.
You guys are all looking at my screen right now, and you guys all look like you belong like stuffed animals on my dashboard. You guys are everyone here is so adorable. But I'm Tim Phillips, live up here in Chicago.